Hello, Mr. 0063 back for part 2 of Mega Man and Bass. Last time I completed the intro stage, so now it's time for the first Robot Master stage. And unlike most other Mega Man games, although admittedly 7 and 8 only gave you 4 choices off the bat, there's only a choice of 3 here on Mega Man and Bass, thanks to the map screen. And I'm going to be going after Coal Man first, as I believe this is by far the easiest stage in the game. Or at least Robot Master stage. And this being Mega Man and Bass, aka Mega Man 8.5, you're going to see that one stage, or each of the Robot Master stages, mirrors very heavily with one from Mega Man 8. So Cold Man here, you'll see reuse a lot of the enemies, backgrounds, and pretty much everything else from Frost Man from Mega Man 8. Well, that's the, I don't say puzzle here, but yeah, that mech can be kind of irritating. Again, when I'm trying to go for these kind of like no damage runs, I suppose. Well, at least I haven't got. So yeah, in the interest of that, I wanted to kind of fake out that mech there at the bottom by making it kind of shoot to the right so that I could jump up to the left and hit it from behind. Here goes my no damage run, since that was absolutely appallingly placed. Blech. We also get introduced to these ice sheets, which when Mega Man steps on them, or the Bass steps on them, but we're playing as Mega Man for the moment, yeah, they disappear. So it needs to be kind of careful and just to make sure that we move quickly and don't hesitate on too long. So there's a nice little extra life there. And particularly important here in this screen with spikes all over the place. So yeah. By the way, you can obviously see lots of these CDs that are just in plain sight that I could get, but yeah, as I kind of said, I think previous video, I'll save those for the end of the videos just to kind of show off getting all the CDs, you know, say at the end and not kind of do it during the normal Let's Play. Although I will screw up once and accidentally get a CD, but well, anyway, I will get another chance to talk about this boss a little bit more later, since he's pretty much dead. But yeah, this is the mid-boss of Cold Man stage. It's a giant snowman, and yeah, since I'm about to kill him, I will come back and talk about him later. As I said, this stage is pretty easy and it goes by pretty quickly, to be honest. More of these ice sheets, again over kind of spike areas and whatnot. We also get introduced to, I don't think it really appears that much, the block of ice that just kind of bobs up and down in the water. So yeah, wait for the buoyancy to kind of reset the block of ice so it's at the top, and then you'll be fine. Now there's actually a separate path if you go down that, or take the lower route there. That where that ice platform just disappeared is not a bottomless pit, or indeed spikes just below. There is a path there, but I will show that off a bit later. For this bit, the penguin, I just want to make sure that it shot off to the right, so I could have stood on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. If it shot to the left, it would have been just above the ladder, and it would have been a pain in the neck to get by or try and hit. Last screen of the stage, and yeah, this should be very, very familiar from Mega Man 8. These are ice block generators. So Bass would have a lot easier of a time getting by this, but particularly for this jump here, we are going to have to rely on one of the blocks in order for Mega Man to get through. So yeah, it's not too bad. They shoot at a kind of a reasonably consistent time. I make a bit of a mess of this one, admittedly, but yeah, it's not too bad. One last penguin to just fake out. Might as well just wait until it goes to the pit, and we are done. So that brings us to our Robot Master, Cold Man. So I'm going to be using charge shots pretty much for all the Robot Masters with Mega Man, just because it's going to speed things up. Cold Man is kind of tedious without it, but yeah, all he really does, at least during this first phase, is just push this ice wall across the screen. If up to about half health, he will kind of jump across the screen, but yeah, if you use the charge shots, you can get him down quick enough. After half health, he starts summoning this mist cloud, which kind of comes down from the ceiling. If Mega Man gets caught in it, a bit like Mega Man 8, I think, then maybe it's not in Mega Man 8, I'm getting confused now, but yeah, if you get caught in that, then your pretty much kind of movement, it gets kind of stunted and you can't really jump too much, so you want to take that out as quickly as possible. But from that point on, all Cold Man then just does is just shoot the ice wall across the screen. So yeah, hang about on the left-hand side of the screen, jump up and hit the cloud when you get a chance, and yeah, jump over the ice wall. And this is the ice wall, so yeah, you can use it to push into enemies. You can also use it pretty mandatorily for Mega Man to get some extra distance or height for some jumps. Again, Bass has a double jump, that's going to be insanely useful. Mega Man does not. So yeah, Ice Wall is going to be mandatory for Mega Man to get through the game. Yeah, that all went by rather quickly, didn't it? But that is indeed Mega Man's playthrough of the stage. So yeah, get another chance to have a look at the level now. let's take it on as Bass. And as I said in part 1, as I'll probably say just to reiterate every single time, Bass, even if that was a pretty easy, straightforward level to get through, Bass is going to have an even easier time getting through it, but the boss is probably going to take a bit more time to take down, just because his Bass Buster is insanely weaker than the Mega Buster, at least for the moment. I really dislike those copter enemies, by the way. So the ones that kind of just hover up and down. Again, Bass has a much easier time aiming at shooting them. You can shoot diagonally upwards, downwards, and it's so easy to take them out. That bubble bat as well. Also, you can just kind of stand directly below it and shoot up. So yeah, Bass Buster insanely good for enemies that are hard to hit. But those copter enemies, just yeah, I always find trying to deal with their dodge their shots really freaking annoying, especially with Mega Man. So with Bass, he's got more manoeuvrability. You know, they're easy to hit, but yeah, Mega Man, they are incredibly hard to take out. And here's me taking advantage of Bass's double jump there, so I don't have to go up and get rid of the ice sheet. With Mega Man, I absolutely had to do that, but yeah, with Bass's double jump, it's a straightforward thing just to fall off the ledge and yeah, double jump over. Again, I could have easily got that CD, but yeah, I couldn't have got that one, by the way, because Bass can't slide. But anyway, yeah, this is the mid-boss, and yeah, Bass is going to spend a bit more of a time fighting it, because as I said, his Bass Buster is weaker. So yeah, Giant Snowman, he aims these... so the first thing he does is do a Blizzard attack, so he will try and suck Mega Man, or indeed Bass, in. So you want to dash or slide away from that. After that, he summons these mini snowmen from the ceiling who parachute down. They're much easier to hit with Bass again because he can shoot directionally. You want to try and take them out as quickly as possible. Although if he jumps, he will take them out as well. So you don't have to take them out. And after a certain amount of time during this attack, then he will jump across the screen. And again, you either want to slide underneath or dash underneath. How many times he jumps seems to be fairly random. Somewhere between 1 and 3, I think. I don't know if he actually can jump more than 3 times. Not sure about that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hope that was a noticeably longer fight there. But yeah, like I said, swings and roundabouts, and it's pretty much going to be the whole thing throughout the game. Bass just has a much easier time getting through the level, but a much harder time actually dealing damage and taking out bosses. For the most part, anyway. It's a lot easier to hit these cannons with a directional attack. Slightly harder for this bit in the sense that Bass can't shoot through the wall. So yeah, with Mega Man, it could have done some extra damage on those cannons, but or ahead of time at least anyway. But not quite so much with Bass. For this one, I don't even need to worry about faking the penguin out to the right-hand side. I can just fake it out to the left and use the directional attack from Bass to shoot upwards. Being very careful, of course, not to accidentally climb the ladder rather than shoot. And yeah, this final section, Bass's dash and double jump ability just makes it so much easier to traverse. This jump here, before I decided to wait out the ice block just in case it screwed me over or something. But yeah, this section with Mega Man was not that difficult to traverse, admittedly, but still, Bass just made so light, incredibly light work of that. But yeah, now we're going to really see the problem with the Bass Buster, at least at this point in time. We'll also see now Cold Man actually jump across the screen because it's now going to take ages to take him out. Admittedly, it is now easier to jump over the ice wall. You don't have to be quite so perfect with your timing because you've obviously got a double jump. But yeah, since we can't take him down quite so quickly this time, Cold Man, after maybe... I never seem to quite know exactly when he jumps. It seems to be somewhat set on how much damage he takes, or maybe somewhat set on how many times he's shot the ice wall. But yeah, anyway, when he's down to about half health, he'll summon this mist cloud thing, which again is pretty easy to take out. And I must admit, I've got him here in the perfect position. He only jumped once, so he's not that close to me, so I don't have to. The ice wall I can easily react to in time. And if I just stand right in the bottom left-hand corner, if I shoot diagonally up immediately, I can take out this cloud thing immediately. It is the perfect, absolute setup. And yeah, as I say, Cold Man is probably one of the easiest Robot Master anyway. So you either with Mega Man or Bass. But yeah. That's pretty much that. And did someone say perfect run? Oh yeah! Like I said, the easiest stage in the game, don't get used to accidental perfect runs. But yeah, Cold Man, accidentally perfect run. Admittedly with Bass, not with Mega Man, but still. I'll take that gladly. Different animations there, of course, by the way, on the weapon get. So Mega Man jumps into the middle and kind of absorbs the energy. Bass just kind of stands on the floor and absorbs the energy. But it gets the same weapon as well. I'm not quite sure with Ice Wall, but for most other weapons it seems to be there's a very slightly different colour in the weapon when Bass gets it as opposed to Mega Man. Not quite sure why. It's just a nice kind of, well, I guess it's a slightly nice differential between the two, but yeah, they're exactly the same weapons. They work in exactly the same way. There you go, that's the level done, both Mega Man and Bass. So it's CD hunting time now. And I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to use Bass first, not Mega Man. For the most part, I'm going to tend to use Mega Man just to get the CDs rather than Bass. This was about the only really awkward one to get with Mega Man, so I just thought, no, I'll do this with Bass as well. Admittedly, as well, from now on, I'd like to at least kind of show off Bass getting a CD, at least one CD. I couldn't for the opening stage because they were all hidden, but yeah, in this in this screen with the the penguin there, reasonably close to the beginning, there's a hidden passage off to the right, and Bass's double jump helps immensely with that. Admittedly, I didn't really think this through too well. As you can see there, I'm using a weapon there to burn the ice block and get a CD right at the beginning there. I'm actually not going to transition kind of through Mega Man's kind of journey through here, so I'm going to play the stage out pretty much from start to finish again, because there are a lot of CDs to get. I think there are 11, I think, on this stage. I mean, there are quite a few on Robot stages anyway, but yeah, I'll kind of play them out more or less in full. But yes, I didn't really necessarily think too hard about the CD that I'm going to be kind of spoiling weapons and such like that. But nah, oh well. We're going to get to. I will talk about them properly when we actually defeat the Bone Masters, and you can see them. But this burning weapon is very useful for destroying the ice blocks. So yeah, kind of use that to burn or get them out of the way and cut the CD. And I screwed up yet again in the exact same place there. Getting hit by that enemy. Yay, wonderful. By the way, if you're wondering why I did Bass first, it was in no way anything to do with the fact that I screwed up the recording and didn't extend out the time period at the end of the video to actually say, you know, goodbye and things like that, just ending really abruptly. But anyway, here you're also going to see me screw up with a rush search. Hopefully you saw the sparkles on that platform, but yeah, if you're not exact, Rush will dig up something else as well. So yeah, first time he dug up a bolt, he clearly obviously wasn't standing far enough over to the right in order to dig up the CD. So yay! I'm not worried about taking damage at this point in time, so yeah, no worries here. I say this is, admittedly, actually, this is a little bit awkward to get with Mega Man. You know, Bass would have a much easier time of doing it, but it actually at least allows me to demonstrate the use of the ice wall there, in that you can stand on top of it and yeah. Use that as an extra platform. As I say, that was pretty much mandatory for Mega Man through the game anyway. On display CD there, which is obviously very easy to get, just slide through the platform. I'll spare you the mid-boss again, because that takes a little bit of time. So yeah, we'll forget the mid-boss. That is the only cut, by the way, that I'm making here. And we have another little ice block over here on the screen past the mid-boss. So yeah, get out the fire-burning weapon again, and burn the ice block. I probably could have made that jump, but just to be on the safe side, Ice Wall is a good friend to Mega Man. And yeah, don't destroy that other platform. You can get through there by sliding. Again, only Mega Man can get that one, not Bass. And apologies if you missed it, but yeah, I won't bother slowing that down so you can see it again. You can do that yourself if you're really desperate. But yeah, there was a CD down there in the water that I collected pretty much as soon as I landed on it. So yeah, 2 CDs there, and I say only Mega Man can get that, can get those ones. Bass cannot. So we're now approaching the, I hesitate to call it branching path portion, because it's not really, will come off the screen at the same way, but yeah, it is a slight branching path, I suppose, and I should show it off. So yeah, you can drop down through that ice platform when it shatters, and if you go over to the left-hand side, there is a CD to collect. Yay! By the way, different water mechanics here. So Mega Man no longer swims; he just has a higher jump, as it did pretty much in all other Mega Man games. So yeah, the swim from Mega Man 8 is gone, and yeah, that's awkward as hell. So I'm not disappointed to see it go. Coming up to the last screen. There are a couple on here. So yeah, hopefully you can see the sparkles. They're a little bit harder to see on Cold Man stage, I think, more than other ones. I don't know whether it's just the white background or the snow or whatnot, but yeah, those sparkles are not quite as obvious to see as other ones. But you have to be, and they don't stay on screen for that long as well. So you do have to kind of pay attention. And yeah, because if you miss it, they won't appear again, or if you die and come back, they will. But yeah, so if you have to be kind of quick about it. Because if you're not quick to spot them, then yeah, you're out of luck. And yeah, one last ice block here. So surprise, surprise. Get out the burn weapon, and yeah, that's it. We're done. Those are all the CDs for Cold Man stage. So yeah, I shall leave it there. And yeah, that's the end of part 2. Join me next time for part 3 of Mega Man and Bass. Cheerio.